donkey? Welcome to Monday Moments. You may be wondering, what do donkeys have to do with the Bible? A lot, actually. There are donkeys in multiple stories of the Bible. They were one of their main forms of transportation. They also used donkeys to carry things across long distances in the Bible. Jesus rode a donkey into the city of Jerusalem in preparation for the Passover. During the Passover, Jesus had a Last Supper with his disciples, which we talked about last week. Let's read what the Bible has to say about the event that we call Palm Sunday. All over the city of Jerusalem, God's people were preparing for an important feast called Passover. Remember when God rescued his people from Egypt? Every year, they shared a special meal together, remembering and celebrating what God had done for them. They didn't want to forget. So Jesus came back from Jerusalem to celebrate with his friends. As he entered the city, a big crowd welcomed Jesus like a king. They were starting to see who he really was, the king they had been waiting for, and what he had come to do. But not everyone thought Jesus was a king, and not everyone was excited about him. In fact, some important leaders were very angry that so many people were following Jesus. These men didn't want people to listen to Jesus. They wanted everyone to follow their rules instead. He isn't a king, they said, and we need to stop him. So they made a plan. Judas, one of Jesus' disciples, agreed to help them. In return, they gave him a bag of silver coins. Oh no! In this story, we see really mean men coming after Jesus. But don't worry, because Jesus wins in the end. This week, Jesus is going to find a hiding spot in our children's wing that's big enough for him and his donkey. If you find Jesus hiding in his spot, you need to tell him the Jesus word to get him to come out of hiding. This week's Jesus word is hee-haw. Jesus rode a donkey into Jerusalem in preparation for the feast called Passover. See you next week.